Salutations, folks. This is Basic Public Speaking, and I am Christy Thomas. This is another video that's going to go with foundations. We've kind of discussed like a bare minimum, quick notes of the history. We talked about George's, but we really talked about Aristotle because that's who, you know, if you were to put your money on someone saying, they're the grandfather of public speaking as we know it, Aristotle is your man. We also talked about anxieties and ways that we can work through the anxieties and why we do public speaking. So this one's just going to be ways to really prep ourselves for giving speeches. Now we talked about anxieties, and I talked about this and anxieties, and I'm going to talk about it again. But practice. Talk in front of a mirror. Record yourself. Maybe if you got a group of friends or family members or a significant other that's willing to listen to you, say it out loud to them. Or all of the above. It really helps if you speak out loud and in front of people, especially if you were in a public forum giving a speech. That way you can watch your nonverbals. We discuss that later on. Your nonverbals are your facial expression, the tone of your voice, and we all know there are differences in tones. If someone looks at you and says, I'm okay. Are they? Really? It's a living. Tone has a lot to say with how we say things. I talk with my hands. I have to make sure sometimes when I'm talking in public or even in a video, I don't talk too much. There's a butterfly. Easily distracted, folks. I am easily distracted. Sorry, I'm focusing. So practice. Again, you can write when you are prepping for your speech. Research. And I'm also going to say this. Pick a topic that you enjoy. Pick a topic you have knowledge on. Pick a topic that has interested you. If you pick something you absolutely despise or do not know anything about, it is going to be difficult. Now, sometimes you don't have a choice in like a classroom setting. You are giving your topic and you're giving all this stuff. For this course, you are free reign for topic. I give you genre. Go with it. Except for storytelling, I give you topic, but it's an umbrella topic, so you can go any route you want there. Pick something that you know, enjoy, like, have an interest in, something there. Because if you don't like it, you don't enjoy it, you don't want nothing to do with it, it's going to be miserable. Because you're going to put the work into it. So, choosing a topic, and we do an entire lesson on topic choice. So, once you picked your topic, start the research phase. There's many ways to go research. Again, we delve into this a lot deeper throughout the course, so I'm not going to hit on it here. You can write down your speech, word for word, verbatim, transcript. And then if that's how you do things, some people don't need to write it down. They can jot down a few words. But then you move from a transcript, and then you move to quick notes. Kind of like a working outline. When I say working outline, there's outlines, and then working speech outlines is basically saying intro, there's a few words. They're kind of things that just jog your memory or jog, like, okay, they help you with the flow. Beginning, intro, point, you know, and there's transitions. All this will be talked about in depth throughout the course. I'm not touching on it deep here. I'm just touching on it. Touching base, if you would. You write it down, then you do your jot thing. Now, there's different ways and then you practice. Practice. If you think you practice some more. Then it comes time to give a speech. You can do it from memory, and some folks do, and some people, you know, think of it as a performance. If you are into acting or theater or giving a production, you can think of public speaking as a production. Then some folks, they choose to read word for word. Now here's where I have issues with the word for word. If you have a piece of paper in front of your face like this, and you are reading and you get the bread, and you get your jar of peanut butter, and you get a knife, and you take the lid off of the lid. Do you see what happened? You don't really see, you don't make the connection, and you may think, oh, it's online, it's no big deal. You still got to try to make your connection with your audience, and to do that, you've got to make connection with your recorder. By doing this, I'm losing most of the eyes, and if it's not right in front of the face, I'm looking down the entire time. So that's where practice comes in, because you don't have to memorize your speech. But if you're going to go off of a working outline or just some notes or some note cards or whatever the case may be here, you want it to be just a couple words. You don't want it to be a whole paragraph. So granted, if you're using a quote, you probably want to put the whole quote so that you say it verbatim and say it, that you cite it correctly. Okay, great. But it's just the reading every word off of a paper is where we have issues because I'm losing you. So, you've picked your topic, you've researched your topic, you've created a working outline, you have practiced, and now you deliver. Boom. I know it sounds a lot easier than what it is, and we've worked through our anxieties, and we're working through our anxieties, and like I said before in the anxiety one, a lot of times the anxiety comes as we're prepping, and once you get into it, I know I can zone out when I start talking. Shocker. And a lot of times we can take that moment. So if you do social media stuff, if you do videos on any of the social media platforms, you know, maybe go into that mindset. I'm just doing a video. It just so happens you're turning that video into your professor, your instructor. So that's just a quick snippet on ways we can prep ourselves for our speech. So really, I can't stress this enough. Pick a topic you enjoy, pick a topic that you like or that you know or you have an interest in. There's a spark there of joy, happiness, or knowledge of your topic. It's going to make it a lot easier. And research, if they're, you know, really research. Don't just guess and whatnot. And then prep. Prep by practicing, prep by, you know, making some notes and notes how you do it. Everyone does their notes completely different. Like I said, some people will write words. If you're someone that does it word for word, I do suggest you make yourself some quick jogging notes. And then practice speak out loud at first. You know, especially when it comes to timing on speeches. Speak out loud at first. Practice in a mirror so you can practice the nonverbals or see your nonverbals. Does the face, does the body, you know, there's a, be hunched over, give it a me. I'm going to tell you how to make the best peanut butter sandwich. You know, have a little posture, sit up a little bit, get it together. The nonverbals, which again, we talk about deeper down the line. Choice of language, choice of vernacular, style, all that, which we talk about in depth. Practice in front of a mirror. Record yourself with your camera or your phone, a computer, or have someone listen to you, or all of the above. All that comes into play. And then delivery. Take the deep breath. You know, breathe in the good and out the bad. So work, you know, ways to work. And breathing exercises really help with anxiety as well. And just our calm state of mind, or, you know, breathing. Some people like to do stretches before they give performances or anything like that. So you can take the breath, you can do the stretch. Just take a moment. Don't run in there with all that adrenaline. Just take that moment. And then delivery. I know. Well, that sounds not hard at all. I know. But those are ways that we can work. It also helps with the anxiety, but it helps us when it comes to delivery. Okay, folks. I hope you have a great day. Thanks so much. Bye.